Come on, get him. Now, jumping in today, we're starting things off a little bit kind of crazy and chaotic. I have some plans for today, and I want to do a little bit of exploring, but I was leveling up a villager over here. Terlian. Terlian? I think I said that right. This little guy right here, I leveled up its trades, and I was hoping for ender pearls, but look what we got instead. The evil eye. And I have rolled this many times in other packs trying to get the evil eye from a cleric trade, and I've never gotten one on the first one I've leveled up. It usually took like 8 of them or more. That's kind of awesome. So we just basically unlocked ourselves the evil eye for just on the first try. Now, if you don't understand the significance of that, if we take a look at the end section, you can see these are all eyes that are going to be needed for the portal. Well, we only need 12 of them. So this is basically one less that we have to worry about from some other source. And we already have 6 of them. So now this makes 7 in total out of the total 12 we need to go to the end. I mean, I still have to buy the thing, but at least we have it unlocked. So the plan for today is to be able to get myself a TemPad. A TemPad is going to be fantastic. It's going to allow me to travel throughout the world. And if you've seen Loki, you know exactly how a TemPad works. By the way, you should definitely watch Loki. It's pretty darn good. But aside from that, I do want to get into a little bit of Alex's mobs. There's a lot of utility, believe it or not, in Alex's mobs, and we have the ability to really manipulate that mod in ways that typically you wouldn't be able to because of the quantum catcher. And this allows us to pick up mobs. Now, there's a lot of interactions between different mobs in Alex's mobs. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Some mobs will fight each other, and that's what we're going to be working on today. And some mobs need to be near each other and things like that. They need to consume each other, all kinds of goofy little things like that. But there's something that I really want to play around with that seems really cool, and that is the grappling squid. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like squid hook. Squid. Now, an episode or 2 ago, I ended up finding some giant squids. Now, they actually have some significance. Those giant squids, believe it or not, they interact with those giant whales that you'll see in the ocean. And we should be able to get them to fight. Speaking of fighting, get out of here, bud. And so I'm pretty excited for that. Oh, I also almost forgot. I did upgrade the pack. The pack has been updated, so they did push out an update for this. And it also updated Iron Spells and Spellbooks. So now this is a 10-slotted book, which is kind of interesting, but doesn't have a rarity, but now equips inside of a bauble slot. And now we have to access it via keybinds, which is a little bit different. You can't actually have the book in your hand, which seems a bit odd. So you have to select it. And then I have a keybind designated to just triggering the spell that I have selected. So the keybind selection is still the same, but you can also now have the spells set to keybinds themselves. So if I just wanted to teleport, I have a button that I push and it just uses that spell, which in that regard is really nice. But you do have to have quite a bit of keybinds set aside if you want to use all of them that you have set up. And it would be a lot to kind of memorize, but it is possible. Oh, and another cool thing that was added, by the way, was immersive petroleum. So yes, we can actually mine up oil from the ground using immersive engineering, turn it into actual diesel, and produce a ton of power. Now, before I go giant squid and giant whale hunting, I do need to travel back here into the nether, and we are going to need to do a couple of things. Definitely a couple of things. I need to take on another wither so I can get another star and make another beacon so we can get that TemPad. I think that's going to make traveling for our future endeavors so much better. And so this means I need to find a few more skulls, and my goodness, that is such a good image right here. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my god, this is another Alex's mob right here. Oh, that thing is insane looking, and I think you can get an actual board that lets you kind of surf on lava once you get that. But I'm after wither skeletons for right now. Oh, and by the way, you guys keep telling me there is stuff under here, but going in lava doesn't seem like the best of options. I guess I could clear it out, but some of you also said that it explodes down there. So Yeah, I'll probably stay away from that from now, and I'm just going to focus on finding myself some wither skeletons. And I think I only needed one more skull, and I just got it on my first kill. The first wither skeleton I encountered. You know what? I will take it. But now we need to take on the wither yet again. So let's see how powerful all of this stuff is going to be now. Also, I do want to try out this new spell. I know we also have our gun, but I can have my gun out. I can shoot a spell and everything all at once. So this is a freezing spell. Oh, no. I don't want to recall. No. Whew! I had to cancel that spell. Okay, well, I did not have that assigned properly. Wait, does this... The gun bypasses its shields?
The shell is gone, but appalling presence will forever remain imprinted upon this realm.
What? I didn't know that the gun bypasses the projectile protection phase. Okay, yeah, this is the thing that makes it kind of hard, because with the new ability here, you have to like scroll up to it and make sure it is selected. This is what that spell looked like, by the way. I was going to try and use it on there, but yeah, this is a pretty cool looking spell. And it also is supposed to freeze them, but it does 12 damage, which is quite a lot of damage. That's pretty crazy. So now that we're back, I should be able to make a Tim pad. So this is going to be pretty interesting. It says fully charged will take 3-0 to charge after use. I'm assuming 3 minutes. But yes, it says for all time, always. So we should be able to set a location on here. Let's set our first location as, for example, like home. So traveling back to the base, and we can place that right here. So we right click and we have some options, run programs. We can change the color of our Tim pad and all of the information. I really like orange, so I'm going to kind of stick with the dark orange, but we can go under the run program and we can create a new one. So this will be home base, and we add that location. And now with that location added, we can do that at any point. We should be able to pull this up inside of the menu here and go run program, select it, and then teleport. When we do this, a frame opens up and we walk through that. We have a short moment to do that. And when we walk through, it teleports us right there. And now we have a very long 3-minute cooldown, it looks like, before we can use it again, which is not that bad. We do have this that we can use. And then I also have a recall spell, and the recall spell is very easy to craft. So recall this one right here. So you just need an epic or rare ink, it looks like, even an uncommon ink, it looks like. So an uncommon, an ender pearl, and a paper will allow you to craft a recall scroll. It does require you, though, to have gotten netherite, I believe. I think that, oh no, this requires netherite, the arcane anvil. But the forge just requires you to have found some crying obsidian. So not too bad. Between those two, we're going to easily be able to travel the world a lot more effectively. So now that we have this, we can go to the ocean and actually set our location there, which will make it a lot easier to travel back to that huge ocean. And speaking of ocean, we need to go giant squid and whale hunting. You know what? The whale hunting part, forget I even said that. So now when I find something cool in the world, I can always set the marker and set the location to teleport to it, even though I may not have the ability to explore it right away. Oh, this is going to be great with the Tim pad. Oh, and also, Loki just has to be one of my favorite TV series of all time. It's definitely in the top 10. So right here is the location of a whale, and it is eating squid, like regular squid. Oh, that is interesting. Okay. Also, we have these guys. These are deep anglers from the Cataclysm mod. Very scary little guys. Oh, goodness. But the whale is what we need. Okay, so I want to set a location that teleports me to the general area of this whale. And these whales are called, and I don't think they're going to bother me unless I hit them. A cachalot whale? I think I got that right. Yeah, cachalot whale. So I just need to set a location to this. So if we go to options, let's see, new location, whale, add location. Okay, so now I have the whale marked, and it does seem like these are in a warm ocean biomes. So, or we're currently in a deep lukewarm ocean biome. But now we need to find the squid, and I do remember seeing them on the map. Like, they were definitely further down here. They were in this general area, and I think they do spawn in the warmer ocean biomes. Oh, and I definitely want to set the location to this place, right? Because this is a bunch of villagers. So yeah, let's just call this villagers. Villager boat? Because I'll always need more villagers. Oh, now I don't think this could be any more perfect. There are 2 giant squids and a whale right next to each other. So I think we can pick these up. Can I? Oh no, it crashed. No. Wait though, even though I crashed, I have it in my thing here. It did work. This guy also looks horrifying. So does that mean if I put it nearby, if I spawn it right here, the whale is supposed to see it, go after it, and they get in a battle. They get in a battle. Okay, so he's running away. No, 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 no. Come back. Yes. That's very interesting, seeing them actually fight each other. But if the whale wins, it should drop some very specific items that we're going to need. And hopefully it drops enough of them. I think we need 3 of the tentacles. Come on, get them. Oh, 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 there's 1 of them. We need more. And this has 3 of them. Oh no, it's so sad watching it just fade, getting lighter and lighter pink as it slowly starts to die. Oh, oh, what is that? Oh, we got 2 more tentacles. So we have 2 tentacles now. We need 1 more. And we also got a whale tooth, and I don't know what the whale tooth is used for. Alex's mobs is so cool. I mean, you gotta, what a cool, like, addition. Okay, so we do have to grab another one because we don't have enough of these to make the grappling squick. But we do have another one over here. So I will go see if we can't grab the other one that was over here. Where did that other giant squid go? Even if it means crashing to pick it up, I do want to pick it up. Perfect. Here's the other one. And yeah, I crash every time. Ooh, also while I'm doing this, I can never pass up buried treasure. This is fantastic. We also found a rune stone in here, and we have ourselves another buried treasure map, which hopefully this isn't one we've seen. Ah, yes. And so now we have another chance of finding another eye. So I ended up finding the whale again. So let's go ahead. Give this another try. So it should locate it. Oh, yes. Perfect. So I wonder if there's a way, like, without having the quantum catcher to actually get the squid in the vicinity of the whales. I don't know. I don't actually know. Unless these are attracted to fish or something that you maybe hold. What is watching this happen? The whale is taking damage by this, by the way. I know that the wiki does describe this battle as being way more chaotic. There is a tooth. It definitely describes this, like I said, of being way more chaotic. In the fact that the squid is apparently wrapping its tentacles around the whale's mouth. And I guess when it drops a tooth is whenever the squid kind of wins in that battle. And whenever the squid loses in the battle, then that's when a tentacle is dropped. Come on, I need another tentacle. Oh, we got another whale tooth. No, you're dropping the wrong thing. We need 1 more squid. Oh, and it killed the squid again. Yeah, these are a lot harder to come by than I thought. Now, this apparently makes an echolocator, which is kind of cool. But you do require some other things. But yes, well, I've got to do this one more time, I guess. Now, the echolocator device is supposedly used to locate caves underground. So that could be kind of useful. All right, I'm going to throw this one out here. Hopefully the whale sees it. There it goes. And are we going to get a squid arm from this? Oh, we did. Oh, nice. So now we have all of them. So I'm really not concerned about what happens further at this point. Oh, we got another one. Perfect. Yeah, poor squid. I mean, you can go at this point. We have everything now needed in order to make our grapple. And this is supposed to be a pretty interesting item. Speaking of a pretty cool item and getting back home and all that fun stuff, yeah, let's go ahead and use this. And we can go ahead and go back to home base and teleport. And we just teleport right to our location. That is very powerful. So let's go ahead and make the grappling squick. Let's do this. So now we have it. It says, craft the grappling squick from the lost tentacles, a crossbow, and some copper ingots for salvation. And apparently, oh, that's really gross. Okay, shift opens it up. We shoot this on here and allows us to teleport kind of to that location. And we can also grapple another side to it, and then we can wander back and forth from the grapple. And this kind of reminds me of like Terraria in a way. And then we hold shift to remove the tentacles. Very interesting. I wonder if there's any range improvements we can add to this, because it looks like we have unbreaking, mending, vanishing, and everlasting. So I guess unbreaking and mending would be the main enchants that we would actually put on this. So, I mean, yeah, to keep it from breaking, right? And we definitely have those enchants. I'm trying to think of what would be a cool way to use this. I mean, definitely in caves, in some pretty tough situations, like this could be kind of useful. Like that just took me right up to the top block. Let's see, how far can this shoot? Okay, so I missed that. So like this, I mean, that took me right up to the top. That's kind of neat. But also the fact that this thing is a giant tentacle hitting the wall is very kind of disturbing to me, just ever so slightly. Now this could have some other uses, like if this gets flung against the wall, for example, and then we detach, that kind of throws us in the air, which could kind of be used as like an elytra launcher. That, I mean, that seems pretty reasonable. The fact that it does kind of stop, that could be used for that. I definitely have to go after this buried treasure because there is a chance that we can get an eye from this. So definitely run after buried treasure if you do find it, and then always use that nifty little tip where you can line up to the 9-9 location on the block parentheses, which I believe is like in the chunk. And if we F3 and G, you can kind of see it is like right in the center of the chunk, basically. And so it should be right here. And it was 3 blocks down. We didn't get an eye, but we do find other things. We got the Fire Ward ring. This grants in complete fire immunity. This is probably one of the most powerful rings from Iron Spells and Spellbooks. That is ridiculous. We also got a Thrasher Tooth as well. I mean, pretty good stuff from these. I still, oh man, it'd be really nice if I actually found that eye from this. Now, since we've been on the hunt for eyes and also kind of going through the ocean theme and kind of exploring the ocean a little bit, we should explore it even further by potentially getting ourselves an eye from traveling all the way over here and taking on one of these ocean monuments. This one looks like one of the best ones to potentially take on, so long as there's like nothing broken in the center. This looks like an ocean monument. This one looks a little different than this one. Both of them, though, should be ocean monuments. We could technically take this one on. But I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, the Pickering, if I remember this, I think that Pickering kind of bypasses mining fatigue. And I know that's a big thing whenever we go here. And I do have a few buckets of milk in my inventory ready to go for this. But if I remember correctly, that is the case. I could be wrong, though. But I do want to get over there real quick. And I want to see if we can't take this on and potentially get ourselves another eye. Because there is an eye that we can get for actually killing the Guardian. Now, this place is pretty cool. It says Discover Ruins of the Deep. And this was just on the way. So I figured I would definitely stop by and see what this has to offer temporarily. Let's see. What is this? Okay. So we have some loot chests. Are there any mobs in here? It looks like a giant hole in the ground, which is kind of interesting. Goblets, oh, a bunch of supplementary stuff. Yes, this is kind of cool. It is just a hole that leads down. I have a feeling this is something that I need to mark on the map to come back to later. Ah, there's even ropes, so we can extend the ropes going down to potentially explore the cavern, because I have a feeling there's a little bit more to this than what meets the eye. Yes, if it's got supplementaries and all kinds of stuff integrated into it, to me it feels like a custom dungeon. Oh, that requires like supplementaries and create and stuff. Ah, it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I can't wait to come back. Okay, but I've just got to mark it for right now on the TimPad, and then we'll come back. So here we are, moment of truth, and this is a huge custom looking structure. Ah, yes, but I am very familiar with this. I do want to try this out though. So will this break blocks? Okay, so yes, so they did fix this. Oh, unfortunately, that used to be a really cool thing the Pickering could do, is it could break through these blocks. But we do have milk and stuff that could potentially help us. But I think there's a trident. No, there's not a trident stuck in the wall here. I do remember in other packs there was trident. There would be a trident right here in the wall. All right, so let's head down here. And we just have to work our way through this labyrinth that is the Guardian Temple. And hopefully locate all of the Guardians. Thankfully, we have night vision because of our charm down here. Where's it at? Because of our Will of the Ocean, which is honestly just super insane. It is an insanely powerful spell charm. What is that? What it's called? Spell stone. Because it just allows us to breathe underwater. Allows us to, for example, you see right here, swim insanely fast. It's just fantastic. And I don't think the Guardian is going to pose much of a challenge. So really the challenge is just kind of getting through this. Ah, here is a Guardian. Yes. So I'm going to see. Yeah, just one shot from this is honestly quite insane. But I do want to make sure I can get as much loot out of it as possible. So I do want to make sure I have my looting sword. And will this charge actually work underwater, by the way? Let's see. I don't know if it does. No, it doesn't. It is goofy to try. And there we go. But did we get an eye? So we did not, but we ended up getting a Guardian Spine. And I don't know what this is used for exactly. But we got 7 of them. So that looting really does work. And we also got from the Withering Boon, Prismarine, which I believe this right here is used for Tetra expansion mod. So we still got to find more of the Guardians. That was just Guardian 1. Right? There's more of them in this whole structure here. It looks like there's some stairs that lead up. And there should be 3, I think, right? There are 3 Guardians, if I remember correctly, in vanilla. And there should be 3 here as well. Aha. Here's our other one. If I can find him. I could just shoot him. Oh, there we go. Did we... Wait, who... Was that it? Okay, so we got 2 Guardian Eyes. That's interesting. I wonder... So this one, Many Warriors Drown in the Depths of the Sea... This is from Upgrade Aquatic. They look exactly the same, though. That's very cool. So this was the middle one. And now there still should be another Guardian. Typically, there are 3 of them. But judging by the map, it doesn't really appear like that's the case. So this is the side that we came down to, but there is another side over here that does lead down and leads back around into a area underneath. Ah, and there's the 3rd one. Yes, I thought there was more. There is 3 of them. So you do have to continue to explore. And there we go. So that's the last one. And down here looks like a bunch of pointed dripstone. If this was cleared out, this would be a very pretty looking structure, though. Straining out the water, though, oh man, what an absolute thing that is to do. I have done it several times, and especially in vanilla, and it is a challenge, let me tell you. Now, this structure in the center is definitely meant to be for a conduit. So, yes. By the way, farming up some Prismarine, very easy to do, but we do have Create, so thankfully, we don't have to really farm Prismarine with Guardians. They would be good for like fish and stuff though, but no, we don't have to farm it this way. There is many other ways of obtaining it. And it looks like our mining fatigue is about to wear off, and that is perfect because this will make for the perfect use of our Picarang. Being underwater, we can just toss this here, and blocks that typically take a while for us to break, for example, this takes a long time to break, right? You just instantly break it with a Picarang. Picarangs are amazing for this very reason. This room right here looks like it would suspiciously have something inside of it too. Is that the case? Yes, this is the golden block room. Oh, and that is filled to the brim with golden blocks. So many golden blocks, actually. Okay, we just hit the mother lode. Oh, and I just noticed there is a loot chest over here. So between me just grabbing up all of the sponge, I almost missed the fact that there is a chest right here. What could possibly be in here? Not okay. Enough Nautilus shells to actually make a conduit. And there is an exotic eye that you can make with 2 conduits. So you could easily, this is 2 eyes basically in one, because you could easily farm another one of these and get that conduit incredibly fast. There's another one of these right nearby. Wow. Now that I have that, I can pop into here and open up a hole. And just like that, we are now out. And just look how cool that dome is. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting place. And if this was to be cleared out, that'd be pretty cool to have the ocean up here as like a big glass room. That would be kind of sick. Hey now, don't look at me like that. That's a lot of work to clear this out. I mean, I guess the create pump could potentially pump the fluid out, and it could potentially be voided. Very unlikely though. I just think the allotted tools that are in this particular pack just are not suited for doing that. And a Guardian farm would be a pretty powerful farm, but at the same time, there are many other ways of getting XP that are way better. I am going to, however, run over to the other one, clear it out, and also take those Nautilus shells. Something to note, however, this one does seem a little bit different than the other one. Oh, and I was able to break that almost in time. This one has regular glass here, whereas the other one did not, but it still should be pretty easy for us to take on. Also, are these just Nautilus shells? No way, these are just swimming Nautilus shells. Oh, they are just swimming Nautilus shells. Wait, what? What is this from? Upgrade Aquatic? You can get so many of these. Yeah, this place is totally different because there is a trident just right here. There was a trident just sitting right on the top there. This one isn't entirely different. I wonder if the puzzle solving aspect, no, it's basically the same. So there are different variants of the entrance. That's kind of cool. But the premise is still the same. We've got to take these big boys out. And thankfully, they're very easy to do. Oh, and look, we ended up getting experience harvesting. Wait, does this grant us more experience in our skill book? Increases obtainable experience from mining, breeding animals, fishing, and killing mobs. You know what? We should invest a bunch of levels into this. Because, I mean, this is just going to mean more overall experience as we continue through our journey here. And so now having that leveled up, we should get more and more experience. I'm going to put this to the test. How much do we get from killing one Guardian? How much experience? 3 levels. Interesting. I wonder how much we get for actually taking on a Guardian. 3 levels as well. Also, that Guardian dropped a Heart of the Sea. Of course it did. And then finally, to take out the last one, we can use our pew pew for this. I want to see how quickly this actually does. It's so quick. It's insanely fast to use this. By the way, is this for real? I could have just... Is this taking me to the entrance, the bottom room here? So I could have just gone in through the bottom? Oh, no way. I could have just went right, and that would have put me in the first Guardian room. Oh no, I've got to remember that for doing this again. That is hilarious. Now let's just open that chest and then grab all the gold out of here. That is an insane amount of gold, by the way. But yes, there's a ton of Nautilus shells. We can easily craft that now. So now I just need some purple coral. Some very specific coral, by the way. But it is just this particular type of coral to be able to make this eye. We also need some blue tube coral. So I am in a warm ocean for this. And this should be pretty straightforward to just grab all of this. So I think making this exotic eye is insane. And so, man, that is just several eyes now acquired in one day. By the way, to be able to make this, we just need ink, ink sacks. And this is as simple as just straight up haunting anything that can be haunted. Yeah, the ink sacks goes in here and gets turned into glowing ink sacks. So pretty straightforward, and everything is pretty easy with the create mod. And there we go. So now we have everything we need in order to make the exotic eye. And I think that puts us at a pretty high level here. So there's our 2. Actually, we need to take the conduit. I want to make sure that we have those in our inventory. Oh, I made 4 of them. I mean, I guess it's not a huge deal. What else are these used for? Coral stones? There's also, these are used for the mage, but at least we know how to get more nautilus shells if we need them, because they're very, very farmable. So there we go. An exotic eye. Just another one. Where is Atlantis? I mean, that's just amazing. Oh, wait. I just threw it. What? No. I need that back. I need that back, please. I think we... Okay, we landed over here. Whew, I didn't know you could throw them. Yeah, I better not do that. By the way, because we discovered the ruins of the deep earlier, we should be able to click this. And what did we get? We got horizonite ingots, which are a part of the Blue Skies mod. So taking a look at all of our eyes, we are definitely stacking up the eyes. And I am pretty excited about that because that is one step closer to getting into the end, which this mod kind of gates that and allows you to explore the overworld before getting into the end, which some would consider pretty overpowered because of how easy it is to make experience farms in the end. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and hopefully you learned something new, whether it was actually exploring the under oceans or it was discovering something about this this whole tentacle thing. It sounds even worse saying it like that. Guys, if you did enjoy, be sure to click that subscribe button and also give this video a huge thumbs up. Also, comment down below. What is your favorite Alex mob item? Like, let me know. Alex's mom's items. There's a lot of them, so let me know, and I might go through and look through them up, and I'll be like, what can we actually go for? I'm pretty excited about that. So, of course, it's now time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. That amazing thanks is going to go out to Jack Wagons? I think it's Jack Wagons. Thank you, by the way, for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting me in one of the best ways possible. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys. I will see you all in the next episode where we'll get more exploration done, or so I hope. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye!